No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. Where? The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first in the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stands and look at your hands.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out as here guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have. Been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And some room to maneuver. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Over! Detroit!
Back to the air on second down. White. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Here's a give to Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw on second down, here's White. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch it now, Barney!
White looks to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And now here comes Kansas City. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
White on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Over. All right, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's White. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
3:19.
Here's White, throwing again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Davis, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got it. Hit the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mahomes to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his Kansas City touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys are...
And this is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw is White. Looking to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Now White with a first down throw. Forced out to his left. On the crossing route, complete. It's Shepard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. To throw on third down, White. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
It's brought in left side by Tate. They give him a gain of 37. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Butker now to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On 1st and 10, White. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Reggie Ragland. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Lucky 56.
Now White to throw on 2nd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. White on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Barney.
White now to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now White. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's White. On the move to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down, White. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's how we do it, baby.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Over!
Now White. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my...
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Chris Jones on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try.
Wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's White. dump off for Davis. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the carry, it's Davis. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to try and throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They pitch it to Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Desperation time on fourth down for Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Coming off play action, Lauletta. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Giants on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a handoff looking right. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They go again with Davis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Giants on 3rd down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch you now, Barney!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
3:19!
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. Steps away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Lawletta now on second. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey. 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 53, Mike. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
For Lawletta, one final throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.